Hi there, it's Digi the Cyber Kitty, and today we are back with another V-roid tutorial. I believe this one will be number 3, and we're going to be talking all about the facial adjustments today. So how to adjust the eyes, ears, nose, eyebrows, mouth, how to set up the actual eyes themselves, and how much variety you could have just from the presets and mixing them together. Alright, anyway, let's get into it. As you can see, V-roid has a bunch of different preset facial sets. So these are like completely pre-built face sets with everything all pre-adjusted for you. Either way, there's a lot of cool different ones, but next we are gonna be moving on to the eye sets tab. They also have different eye sets already pre-made, or you can make your own of a combination, which is my favorite thing to do. So I'll go into irises first. As you can tell, there's a bunch of different ones that you can have. Don't worry, we'll do the highlights next. I don't remember how long it took me to settle up a pair of eyes. I think that was the fun. And then you can move on and test some eye highlights, and you can even change the color of those, like how dark they are as well. So you can completely customize it for your character. Oh, and with the regular eyes themselves, you can change both the eye colors separately, or you can keep them the same together. Like, I think I was kind of looking for like maybe a more like mystical creature vibe, but still kind of like glazed over because of our 420 friendliness. I believe. So this is the tab that shows whether you're on the left or the right eye, and you can pick a color for it. I'm gonna have 2 separate colors. I think I clicked dark on that one. This happens sometimes. And now we're going to do the other eye purple. So I'm glad I went with that one. And as you can see, she has 2 different eye colors, which looks pretty cool, especially with how the character is going to be coming out. Oh, I'm so excited. So here is the eye adjusters tab to do. The complete, like you could get really in depth with changing the shape and the eye slant and how far the eyes are open or how far apart they're together. So we're messing with eye size X right now. I don't know why it's just now. Now we're gonna go with eye size Y, which squishes up or down the whole eye. I like even values. Don't judge. This is eye position Y for up and down on the overall face. This is position X, so how far apart your eyeballs are gonna be. And this is where you can rotate the eye socket. It completely dynamically changes how the eye looks overall. And then you get into things like eyelashes and eyeliner and everything else, which we're going to do next. And it goes even further. You could reduce the inner eye slant or keep it as, which doesn't do much on this particular set of eyes. But sometimes some parameters don't exactly work with each other, so do be careful of that. It is funny to see when it does bug a little bit, so. final touches on the character for what I want her eyes to look like. You can even add your character just having a permanent scornful look, or even goofy eyes. You get stuff like eyelash tips. You can even adjust like the actual irises themselves. In both directions, up and down, left and right. Or yeah. Then you can also set where your case is going to be, which is the next one down. Which kind of dictates like where your character is staring at. Could be used for expressions. It can be really goofy too. Cross-eyed. There's bar to even mess with how the eyebrows work, which they have a ton of different options for those as well. I think we're in the eyelash section. Pick the two or testing them out. There's a bunch of different variations and styles as well here. For a free resource, this is pretty great. Hey, and you could even color the eyelid, which is what I'm going to be doing right now. A nice purple, but not too noticeable, just barely enough. Kind of playing with the colors to what works. And then we go back into this bigger menu that's controlling all of like, the facial parameters right now. And there's even a slider to mess with how the eyelash tips come out. So even in options of within one eyelash type, you can even change that to be different than its base. Scrolling. Here I am messing with it again. Now we're gonna go the eyeline, which kind of the overall like gives the eye shape of this eyeline. Kind of like that, kind of not. You know, anime eyes. I do take a minute to see what looks good on my character, which is a tip I would suggest you do is when you're messing around and trying to be more creative, trying to get your characters to look different and unique and fun. Like this would be a good way to do that. Just kind of test things out. Give yourself the time to play and create. See here, I was even messing with the idea of making her look like she had glazed over like stoner eyes and making them look a little hazy red after just being freshly smoked. But I think I ended up lightening it because that was like a pretty bold choice. As you can see, they're pretty red, which kind of looks a little bit glary against the pink and the purple. So yes, I did need to lighten that up. And this is the eyebrows section, which also kind of does the same as the eyes. You can adjust like the length and how thick or thin they are, if they're tilted. It's self-explanatory for the most part, but seeing what it does kind of really helps you get an idea of like how to mess around and play with it. Some people get rather intimidated when the menus have a lot of options, but once you know what you're doing, it's not bad. Re-voicing over a pre-record because I was pretty busy this week. Oh, now I am ending up messing with the nose, which even though it's an anime nose, it does have quite a bit of options. It's not as noticeable unless you add more shadow on the face, which is something to be gone over later. As you can see, all the noses pretty much look nice from the front. There's only small variation, but you look from the side, like, there's definitely a good thing to check. Alright, now that I think we've settled on a nose, it'd be on to the next thing, which would be the mouth, but I think those are the lip types. I think I'm gonna end up changing the color so I can see the lips as well. But you could, for the base mouth, I would keep it in a neutral position because we will be doing facial expressions, which will have hotkeys if you use stuff like Face, which is a free face tracker program. Huzzah! Good stuff. That's what I'm using right now. Be careful with the thicker upper and lower lips because I didn't realize this until like a little bit into the video. It was your lip like all the way out there. It's really goofy if you're not careful. And here's where I changed the lip color. That looked a bit dark, so I was trying a different spot, and then I ultimately ended up just going into the color rail and landing it more because sometimes the color stuff doesn't exactly show up the way you think it would. You just kind of gotta see it in real time. And this is our face paint section, which adds like little extra details in face, like blush or like little marks or face paint in general. You can even make custom makeup palettes in this section, which I will do another complete video on later because I don't think I had enough time for this one. But we're basically just giving her some nice light kind of makeup, kind of giving her that sweet sugary, you know, vibes. Sweet sugary vibes. She's sugar plum. I love that. I was just like, oh, I got so inspired by these ideas and these colors. Yes. See, there's the lip thing I was talking about. It's just like, boop, it's out there. I can't believe I did that. I feel like such a goof. See, even I'm learning new things as well. But I think I've got a basic grip on how most things work and how to fix most things. I discovered a new way to fix that mouth clipping problem that everybody's been talking about because of someone on Reddit. Huzzah! That'll be included with an explanation of how to make sure not to do that to your V-roid character in the next video, which will be covering facial expression. Here's even more customizables for your character. Whiskers, facial hair. Just like some base stuff, like things you could do with the character inside V-roid Studio to customize them or give them props for like certain facial expressions. And here's what that custom map looks like for the makeup. Like I said, I'll be going over that in a later video. I think I ended up giving her freckles because I thought it would be super cute. And if you want to go in and change those, you can click the color calibration thing, and like to a degree, it will give you different colored stuff based off the opacity of the actual blueprint for the face mask. So I gave her like light purple little freckles to go against the pink of the cheeks. And you save that as a new item in face paint. And then you'll have it for later use as well too. That's really cool in this program that you can save your stuff on your profile and it'll carry over to other projects if you want to put certain things together. So now we're scrolling all the way down in the face set section, because that's where the bar for controlling everything is, including the ears. So you could do different kinds of ears, like little demon ears or elf ears, even just by adjusting the ear tip thing. There's also an ear stretch, so you can make them even bigger or smaller, or pointier, depending on what you want to do. You can round them out even. Or in my case, since I'm using animal ears, I will be completely removing those, which I will show off here in a minute. Ear prominence kind of drags the ears forward and back, gives them different position. I think I'm resetting it so I can dissolve the ears instead, since I'm using animal ears. The hair will be covering the area anyway, so it won't be necessary. I'll be doing that with this remove ears thing. As you can see, it does it pretty flawlessly, and with hair cover up, shouldn't be noticeable at all. So now we're gonna make sure to save, and then we will be done for today. So remember to like, subscribe, and share if you